Rivers come in many forms, many shapes. Some flow slowly and are expansive, perhaps muddy in color. Other rivers flow quickly, perhaps flowing from mountain tops, fresh spray coming off them. Some rivers meander through desert lands. And no matter the shape, the speed, or the color of these rivers, they all have a home here, much like the diversity of people here in this crowd, here in this valley. There's a story in my blood, music in my bones. When I feel lost, unknown, music carry me home. Music carry me home. Victoria's Chinatown, third in a line of 8. You took care of the younger ones, made sure they all went to school. You had a good sense of humor. You were pretty smart. Twirl the baton in the Chinese drill team, and people called you sharp. Your piano teacher noticed you had talent, so your family saved up. And wasn't it this music that was your saving grace? It left you hold your chin up. You could play that music, but you couldn't swim. You could play that music, but you couldn't swim because the color of your skin. You could play that music, but you couldn't swim. You could play that music, but you couldn't swim because the color of your skin. Oh, Canada. Oh, Canada. Open your borders when you need us, but you don't really see us. Open your borders when you need us, but you don't really see us. In 1871, the colony of British Columbia agreed to join the Dominion of Canada, but only if connected by rail. The part of the rail that ran from Vancouver through the Fraser Canyon was the most treacherous to build, and the jobs were hard to fill. But the track, it needed to be laid, and the country, it needed to be united. And so the Canadian government brought in 17,000 Chinese workers. When the railroad was finished being built, a photo was taken to commemorate this moment. A moment of celebration, of completion, of connection. It was the union of a nation. But before this photo would have been taken, they would have had to have cleared out all of those Chinese workers, you see, cleared out all traces of their histories, of their stories, cleared out all traces of their voice. You see, there is not a single worker in that photo. There is not a single Chinese worker. Oh, Canada. Oh, Canada. Open your borders when you need us, but you don't really see us. Open your borders when you need us, but you don't really see us. In 1923 and in 1885. 1885, when the railroad was finished being built, it was this same year that the Chinese head tax was introduced. First in the amount of $50, then $100, and finally $500. This tax separated families, made it difficult to reunite. It left wives living lives alone in China, and it left men here in Canada doing the same. Many Chinese men never married, and many new voices were never born. In 1923, the same year that my grandmother was born, and for whom I have written this song, on July 1st, Canada Day, to celebrate its birthday, its union as a nation, the Chinese Exclusion Act was passed. And that was so difficult. Barring any immigration from China to Canada between the years of 1923 to 1947, the same years that my grandparents were born, and then later married. Born in Canada, but not considered a Canadian citizen. Born in Canada, but could not vote. Born in Canada, but could not see a film unless sitting in the back row with other First Nations, Asians, or POC. Born in Canada, but could not swim. No Canada, no Canada. Open your borders when you need us, but you don't really see us. Open your borders when you need us, but you don't really see us. Open your borders when you need us, but you don't really see. There's a story in my blood, music in my bones. When I feel lost, unknown, music carry me home. Music carry